Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles of Yasharallah. Kahaloyim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakah, Kodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwa that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 13. It says, "For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. I have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, Gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to the battle." It's a storm coming, and the stage is set. Right? So with that being said,
You know, there is something kind of weird that's taking place in Turkey. President Erdogan seems to be spending money left and right on weapons. He's offering billions to get stealth fighters, Patriot missiles from the United States. That's not going so well, but he's already got some. He's also buying a second Russian missile system. Second, despite objections, of course, from NATO. According to Erdogan, nobody has the right to tell him or to tell Turkey what they can buy or from whom they can buy it. Mike Maloof, former Pentagon official, is good enough to join us now to talk about this kind of strange thing. I guess I just have to ask, what is Erdogan up to?
Well, he's trying to assert himself and his country's independence. He has his own agenda, and he doesn't want to be told as a leader of a sovereign country what to do, and he doesn't feel that NATO countries have a right to interfere in his national interest.
I almost thought you were going to say, when I asked you the first question, well, that's just Erdogan being Erdogan, because he is a differentiator, really, when we compare him to other leaders. But let me ask you this question. As it's been explained to me, Russian military weapons are not compatible with NATO military weapons. So if he ends up with a Patriot system and a Soviet defense system, how the hell are those things going to work together?
Well, he wouldn't have bought the S-400 and now the follow-on system if the United States was a little more forthcoming with the Patriots. There's a rule in NATO that you don't use outside equipment not from non-NATO countries.
Do you think he cares about what NATO's rules are?
Not anymore, no, because he sees that he's been vilified, he's been sanctioned by the U.S. and also, but he has one leverage, and on Europe especially, and that's why they're not going to really come banging on him. And that is, he can let millions of Syrian refugees back into Europe. That's his leverage, and that's what I see why he is being able to get away with playing both sides, basically.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that question. I'm so glad you mentioned that he's able to play the United States and NATO, and while playing the Russians at the same time.
Well, he's going to be.
Should the Russians care? Hey, you want to buy our stuff? Great, here it is. As long as it's cash money, right?
Well, that's correct. And Erdogan's going to be meeting with President Putin next week. So, and it's going to be fine. Notwithstanding their differences, that he's a NATO member, and the fact that they have differences over Syria.
It's almost a hot and cold relationship between Erdogan and Putin, isn't it? I mean, there's times when they seem like these two guys are going to work together, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, we don't.
Well, you have two strong personalities that happen to get along. It's the same reason why Trump wanted to belong to that little exclusive club. He likes power, he likes authority, and strong men, and both of them are very, very strong in their way. But one is not going to trip over the other and upset. I mean, Erdogan learned his lesson back in 2015.
Here's what I'm confused about. He already has NATO weapons. Erdogan has NATO weapons. He's had them forever.
Yeah.
Sure, he didn't get this new stealth Patriot
And he
deal.
didn't get F-35 either.
And he's asking for those. That's $1.9 billion apparently.
He's not going to get them.
I was going to ask. He's not going to get them now?
No.
By saying yes to the Russians, that's it? NATO's going to close the door on?
No, he's been sanctioned, and because he has that S-400 system, he's always threatening to deploy it. And now he's talking about a second one. I think he's using it as a club against the United States, against any sanctions.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 15. It says, "For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof." And the Most High is setting it up. All right, them chess pieces are getting into place. All right, the betrayal is on the horizon. We see these different NATO nations are looking at this place different because of how this place treats everybody else. All right, let's go to the book of Obadiah, verse 7. It says, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him." All right? So, at the end of the day, Esau getting ready to be destroyed, man. Verse 8, it says, "Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau?" All right? So, hey, that's what's coming. And it can't come fast enough. So, Most High willing, these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Halom Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah by Hashem Harakah Kodash. Shalom Yashala.